Hello there.
Do it.
What?
Do it.
Hello there.
Do it.
Hello there.
Do it.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey everyone, with the official 2-year anniversary of the channel having been on July 31st just a few days ago, this video is one that you could say is about 2 years in the making, and I can't really believe that we're here. It's kind of crazy. Now I see there are still a lot of questions revolving around the Vader fan film. What's it about? When does it take place? Is it canon? Why are we having a Darth Vader fan film when we had episodes 1 to 6? But most of all, why are you spending $100,000 Canadian on a fan film about Vader when you can't even monetize it? Some people are asking if I'm crazy, others are wondering if there's a catch to this. Well, here come the answers with the last and most important at the end, so skip ahead if you like. Many might think, well, we got a story about Vader from episodes 1 to 6, and while that's true, it's not entirely correct for my film at least. Episodes 1 to 3 were about Anakin, from a whiny little boy to a teen to a young man and his trials and tribulations while turning to the dark side, eventually succumbing to the Emperor and becoming Darth Vader. Episodes 4 to 6 were about Luke and his rise in becoming a Jedi Knight, overthrowing the Emperor by acting as a catalyst in turning his father, Vader, back into Anakin and to the light side, thus fulfilling the ancient prophecy that the Chosen One will bring balance to the Force. What we don't have is Vader against the Jedi. Vader in his transformative years mentally hasn't really been portrayed. People think Vader is just a dude who was good, then got his limbs cut off, burned, and then became a robot in a mask. That isn't even the half of it. Whatever transformation happened to him physically as Vader happened 100-fold to his psyche and personality, and that's something that I want to portray in my fan film. Vader is by far my favorite character in any comic book or movie that is out there. He is the most dynamic character that I have ever seen, starting as the young boy with a dream to free his mother and slaves to turning into the biggest tyrant that the galaxy has ever seen, and then turning back to the light. He's just a cool character overall, period. Now the first episode will take place just 8 months after Revenge of the Sith. He's had time here to adapt to his suit just a little bit and to realize that the cause of his actions are now forever. Padme is really dead, the Jedi are all but extinct, except for a few in this one, and Vader has to come to terms with it all. However, during this time, he's still fighting internally with who he once was, Anakin Skywalker. So that's a bit of a rundown of what it's about. However, I can make a video more in detail about it later on. Now, in the first episode of 5, this is the pilot. This is the one that is going to grab all the fans and be like, holy crap, this is real. This is something truly amazing and different. I want to see more. This will start the tone for the rest of the series. Now, I have spoken to Lucasfilm, and if you've missed that video, you can check it out after this one. Their rules to me were to not crowdfund, so I have to fund the whole thing myself out of my pocket. Strictly state to my fans that it's not canon, and to demonetize the video when it's finally complete. So we all know the project is going to cost about 80 to 85 grand US. I will be paying for it all myself, and I will make this as best as I can with the best crew and talents that I can find. I did try crowdfunding. For those of you who saw and know, it was an ultimate failure at a budget of 1.1 million. You can imagine the skeptics that the internet will bring, and sure, maybe it's just, too much to ask for some people to fathom for a project that only had concept art to boot. So I've gone to cut it into 5 episodes, with the pilot, the first episode being the cheapest, at around 100K. I believe in this, and I believe in the fans. YouTube has given me an unbelievable opportunity here, and I want to give back to you guys. Many are asking why I'm spending 6 figures on something with literally zero ability to make me any money back. From an investment point of view, this is literally the dumbest thing that I could do or anyone can do. But hey, maybe I'm dumb. For me, I really want to do this. Ever since I was a little kid, I used to make little fan films by myself at home. They were super lame and nerdy and cringy, but they will never see the light of day, but I did make them, and it was always my goal to make something as close to the Star Wars movies as possible, with a full film crew and everything. I used to spend hours watching the behind-the-scenes footage of The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, everything that George did and was a part of, and I was enamored by it. I want to make a really good fan film. That's my goal here. Something that is extremely touching, action-packed, and moves you emotionally. So when Lucasfilm told me that I can't ask people for money to make this and I can't monetize the video, it really put me in this corner. I felt very defeated. I was already about 8 grand in the hole from the concept art and script work, and dropping everything now just seemed like an overall failure. Now, you guys don't know me super personally, but I really hate failure. I'm very competitive. So I said to myself, I'm young, money will always come and go, and I'll make it back again. But what I can't make again is time. And the time right now is to make a Vader fan film that the world has never seen. Something to this caliber. That's something that I'll never get back. And when I'm old and gray, about to vanish into the Force, I want to look back and never wonder, what if I made that fan film? I want to look back and say, when all odds were against me, I went through all the rejections and closed doors and the naysayers, all the comments and everything, and I took matters into my own hands. I followed my gut instinct and I did what I thought was right to do. So, about 2 years later, with the inception of Star Wars Theory, I give to you guys the first episode of my Vader fan film, coming at the end of December 2018, for free on my YouTube channel. Filming begins in just about a month and a half, so you can imagine all the things that the directors and producers have to do right now with cast, script work, crew, building sets, and everything. This project will go down in history as the biggest Star Wars fan film to date. If the project is well received, the second episode will start once I have saved up about 150 grand for the next one.
What?
I don't really know how long that will take, but it'll happen one way or another eventually before I croak someday. So if you guys do enjoy and have enjoyed the content over the last 2 years, the videos I make on YouTube are for you and your entertainment. You guys can check out my Patreon in the description below for all the entertainment that I have provided to you guys and will provide in the future. All I ask is for your faith and trust in me. I will do this right, I promise you. And those of you who have been with me since the very start of the channel know that I've been talking about a Vader fan film since the very beginning. Well, we're finally here. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember,
The Force will be with you always.